Right. As a manager, you can't change someone's personality. According to one study, that's pretty much fixed at the age of 5. But you can observe someone's behavior and then give them feedback, which allows them to change their behavior. We want to give feedback that's focused on how someone has behaved rather than who someone is. So in other words, you did versus you are. Right? You did, not you are. So for example, a personality focused bit of feedback, you're so rude. A behavior focused piece of feedback, you've interrupted me 3 times during this conversation, which makes me think you're not interested in what I have to say at all. Personality feedback, you've got a really bad attitude. Behavior focused feedback, when you roll your eyes and sigh when teammates suggest ideas, it makes me think that you don't respect them, and it could lead to them not speaking up in the future. Personality focus, you're incredibly selfish. Behavior focused, I've noticed that when a teammate is struggling, you don't do anything to help them, even when you're on top of all your own work. Personality focused feedback, you're very irritable today. Behavior focused feedback, you've snapped at me and your teammate several times today. Is everything okay? So some really great examples there of behavior versus personality based feedback. Something to think about is when to give feedback. So here are some moments when feedback is good. When you're training someone, constantly give them feedback when you're training them. That means any new team member that joins Beer and Burger just gets constant feedback, particularly in that first 30, 60, 90 days. When your team member has completed a task you delegated to them, go and see how they did, give them feedback. Anytime you spot behavior that doesn't fit our values, when someone is acting outside of our values, you give them feedback straight away. Behavior feedback. I just saw the way you acted and it is not in line with our values, particularly this value, X, because I saw you do this. Anytime you see someone deviating from the one right way to do a task, anyone deviating from the how-tos in Trainual as part of their training plan, training path, when you see them not doing it, feedback, okay? Consistency. This is what's going to get us consistency. Anytime you see something that's a great example of our values or a great example of the standards we expect, feedback, appreciative feedback straight away. Loud, positive, appreciative feedback. In other words, every time you see something needs to be said, say it. And go looking for opportunities to say it every day. The more feedback you give, the better your team's going to be, because they'll know what you want to expect.